Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Cafe Bagheri. I want to celebrate today our 30,000 subscribers. Thank for each and every one of you who come watch my videos, have been around for this long. Thank you so much. I'm also celebrating a successful conclusion of my recovery from my spinal surgery. I'm back and able to stand in the kitchen, cook, and I'm excited about a whole bunch of delicious recipes that are coming down the pike for us to cook together. Today, we're gonna go down memory lane back to 1960s and 70s. Tehran's fast food scene was exploding with all the influences from US and Western world. So there were a lot of hamburger shops, and they served these Bamieh potato balls that were deep fried, and you would order them instead of French fries next to your burgers usually, or sandwiches. And the reason they're called Bamieh is the Persian word for okra, and they would pipe them out of a piping bag into hot oil. They look like okra, so they call them Bamieh. Yekta fast food in North Tehran, which was one of the best sandwich shops in North Tehran, had them in perfect balls. So they were a cross between the French croquette and the southern US delicacy known as huspuppies. I've been wanting to duplicate that recipe for a long time, and finally I was able to do that. And I want to thank and give a shout out to Yousefi family in Tehran for their legacy of Yekta restaurant. I thank my brother chef Yahya Katuli, who helped me research the details of this recipe, and my friend Sam Tedeshki, who got some additional information for me. Stick around and let's make some potato bamieh together. You're gonna love this. We're going to begin by preparing the potatoes. The recipe is very similar to a French potato croquette, which is deep fried mashed potatoes. I'm using a couple of large russet potatoes. They total in weight about a pound or 450 grams. I'm peeling the potatoes, then cutting them into similar sized chunks. I'm boiling the potatoes with a little bit of salt until they're done and soft. On my stovetop, that takes about 15-16 minutes. I strain the cooked potatoes in a colander over the sink and let them drain and then cool to room temperature. Next, I'm mashing the potatoes. I use a potato ricer. You can use a fork or however else you usually mash your potatoes. Now I'm going to make a simple dough, which, by the way, is very similar to a simple French choux recipe. The best example of a choux dough is what we use for our cream puffs. We have a video on that. You can go watch that later. I start by boiling all the liquids in the recipe, which is water, milk, and butter, and a little bit of salt. I do this in a little pot or a medium-sized saucepan. Once all the liquid comes to boil, I push it off the heat and add the flour. I use a silicone spatula to thoroughly mix the flour with the liquid. I'll make sure there is no pockets of flour and everything is consistent. Then bring it back over low heat and keep mixing and stirring until the dough has some sheen to it. It's almost shining and a lot of the moisture has evaporated. That takes about 4 to 5 minutes on low temperature. And then I will let the dough cool down a little bit. While my dough is cooling down, I'm separating the yolks from 3 of the eggs to be used in the final mix. I have my dough ready. I have potatoes mashed, have all of my spices ready to go, and it's time to put it all together to make our batter. I get a large bowl and I use a hand mixer. You can use the whisk attachment on your stand mixer if that's what you use. Mixing it, breaking it up for about a minute. I add half of the mashed potatoes to the bowl with the whole egg, and mix it up until it's consistent all over. Quarter cup yellow cornmeal. Most likely this was not in the original Yekta recipe. I add this to make it easier to work with. My spices, and mix it all up thoroughly to make sure it's consistent. The 3 egg yolks. Now I'm adding the second half of mashed potatoes. At this point, I add some finely chopped bacon bits, and I use a spatula to fold it into the batter. This is not part of the original Bamieh recipe, certainly not the Yekta recipe, but it's something I've added and I like. You can skip it if you don't want it. The batter is done. We're going to put it in a smaller bowl, cover it and chill it for anywhere from an hour up to 2 days. I'm ready to make the Bamieh. We're going to be deep frying the Bamieh. I use a small deep fryer that I have, and it's easily adjustable to the temperature I want. You can use a small to medium pot with about 3 inches of vegetable oil or canola oil. You can use peanut oil. I'm going to set up a frying station with some panko and salt and pepper added to the panko to flavor it a bit. Again, heat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to deep fry our Bamieh in batches of 3 to 6. The batter is out of the refrigerator. I chilled it so that I can better form it into balls. I'm using a cookie dough scoop. You can use 2 spoons and form a ball of dough. I'm dropping 4 to 6 dough balls into the panko mixture and then rolling them to make sure panko gets all over, and kind of press them in my palm to make sure the panko adheres. And once my oil is at the right temperature, I'm throwing them into the hot oil. At 350, it takes somewhere between 5 to 6 minutes. You're gonna fish them out of the oil and throw them onto a rack set over a pan and let them sit for 1 to 3 minutes, and they're ready to be served. You can also make a version of the Bamieh without panko coating and just scoop the dough in the oil and fry them. It won't have the outer crunchy layer, but they're both really good. Here it is, our potato Bamieh. As I said, traditionally in 60s and 70s, we would see it next to hamburgers, hot dog, or different sandwiches. And they're just awesome. Right out of the hot oil is the best time to eat them. If you put them in fridge, you can save these for 3 to 4 days. I would suggest to dump them in hot oil for 30 seconds to a minute if you want to serve it the next day or 2 days later. Otherwise, they'll be soggy. Again, I want to thank and give a shout out to Yousefi family in Tehran for the legacy of Yekta restaurant. And I think we got it right from the taste I remember. Please make this and tag me on your pictures on Instagram at Cafe Bagheri, or just direct me the pictures. I would love to look at them. Thanks for being with me here today. If you like this video, please like below right here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is a perfect opportunity to subscribe and hit that little bell button so we can keep in touch. And I look forward to seeing you right here at Cafe Bagheri very soon. And we have a lot of delicious recipes right around the corner. Look at this. Perfect. Yum.